The action plan says to me, submit the final close-up report to the minister 250331. This action plan comes from there, is approved. Is the approved plan that says that it will come from, by the 31st of March, it says, submit the final close-up report to the minister, who project manager, divisional commissioner, detective service, and forensic. Now, if this is the case, and this letter is written dated 22nd March, 22nd March. It's dated 22nd of March. As far as I'm concerned, I am well within the right to say, now that you committed to the 31st of March, if one say by Thursday the 24th of April, let it be that this thing is being concluded. Whilst we understand at the same time that it might necessarily not mean that come the 27th or the 24th of April is completely done. But because of even on their own date, it was this, they gave themselves a date of the 31st of March. In my case, I say, okay, let's do it on the 24th of April, that now is settled. Here we're talking about the final report, close-up report. So that is why I say I feel that we're still within the plan. And the whole intention was really guided or pushed by the fact that we wanted to be effective, we wanted to make sure that we comply, and we wanted to make sure that we implement so that this thing doesn't take the next 5 years.
General Sibiya, there was a meeting still on the 27th of March where the rollout of this plan indicated that the task team would stay in place until they complete the work that they have, all the dockets that they have, 118, 121 dockets, and only then will it be phased out. That was the National Commissioner's plan all the time, as his instructions to you and to Khumalo. You again overrode those instructions on the 24th of April when you wrote the letter. And you said, I want you to close shop on the 24th of March, or the end of, of April.
Can I be shown, Chair, that instruction that says on the 27th of March, there was a meeting?
That was the, we'll find the reference. That was the meeting where, I'll read it back to you in the affidavit of General Masemola, where he says that both the minister and his chief of staff differed, and they even got angry because they also expected the task team to be disbanded then and there immediately.
Personally, I feel that, Chair, if I say something and I produce a document that I wrote and say, this is what I said, and here's a document. But I hear a lot where they say the National Commissioner said this, but there's nothing in writing in that regard. And of which I'm expected to accept that it is true. I don't have the correspondence that says there was this and I said this. I'm saying everything that I wrote is in writing. So can I be favored with this statement where the National Commissioner?
We'll get that part of the statement, but the plan that I'm referring to and which the National Commissioner has referred to is the one that was presented to the Portfolio Committee on the 5th of March. That one you've seen. You're familiar with that one?
No.
Where Khumalo addressed the Portfolio Committee.
I know about that one, but the plan that the council is talking about is the one of the 6th of March.
And the one of the 6th of March, the presentation, you were present in that meeting?
I was.
You were present in that meeting?
I was, Councillor.
And it doesn't dare talk about closing down the task team or giving a date by which it must be closed down.
It talks about it. They say, Chair, when you give an action plan, this action plan says,
just give us for ease of reference, just give us the reference, the page or the annexure number.
Page 79.
Sorry?
Page 79.
Page 79 of your bundle.
Of the bundle, main bundle.
Yes?
I'm quite sure.
That's the one you rely on.
Yes, I'm quite sure, Chair and honorable members, that just like honorable member, chairperson of the Portfolio Committee on Police said, there was never any reluctance. Everybody was in agreement that this is the route to go and that we are taking that route of disbanding. There was never any objection. And then leading to the next meeting, the next day, that produced the action plan. The action plan produced or crafted by General Khumalo and himself, approved by the National Commissioner, of which the minister supported, although with reservations on when it comes to court cases. But the minister partially approved. He said, I'm happy with the plan, but I'm concerned about 1, 2, 3. But the same plan, which was approved by the National Commissioner, of which the National Commissioner admitted that this is the plan that he was satisfied with. It says approval of disbandment plan by Minister of Police 06/03/2025. Now, if this is an official document that the National Commissioner says he approved, talking about approval of disbandment plan at 06/03/2025, stakeholder engagement with NPA, including prioritization of the 114 cases by the National Commissioner on the 17th of March, approval of the new call-up instructions and financial authority 2025-2026 by the National Commissioner on the 17th of March, retaining the case docket under investigation to the KZN Eastern Cape by the project manager, Divisional Commissioner Detective Forensics on the 17th of March, provide progress to the Minister, National Commissioner and Deputy National Commissioner Crime Detection on the 31st of March. Now, submit the final close-up report to the Minister is the 31st of March. In other words, when you submit a final close-up report, you can only submit a close-up report when you finally close the whole thing and say, I've closed and this is the report, is done and dusted. This is the close-up report.
No,
Senior Counsel, I want to declare a break. It's 19:30 now. The general has been here from 17:30. And I think we may need to give him a break. Unless you want to indicate something to me. We must not break here and you say, but in the next 5 minutes we would be done.
Definitely won't be finished in the next 5 minutes. Chair,
Yeah.
is it not possible that we can adjourn and continue in the morning? I'll probably be another hour and a half maximum.
Okay. No, yeah. Before I take the break.
Or can we have a shorter break, Chair?
Yeah, let me hear what the honorable member.
So tea break of 15 minutes.
Yeah. Honorable Nhlanhla.
Chair, our experience suggests that on the day when members interact with the witness, it usually takes longer than the day when the evidence is led by the evidence leader. So we would suggest, Chair, that at least let's push to an extent that he finishes leading evidence today. Then tomorrow be reserved for members to interact with the witness. We can take a break, Chair, if he feels a little bit tired. Then we come back and conclude. At least it's 7:30.
Look, my plan was that I have observed the strain that the proceedings take on the members. And my plan was that from now onwards, we should start at 10 o'clock. So if we can't be done tonight, so it means the earlier part of the morning is going to be forfeited. So I'm summoning your endurance, honorable members. Let's break for 30 minutes. And then we will come back at no, we're breaking for 30 minutes.
Chair, you can't only hear Nhlanhla and nobody else. I'd like to speak.
I
please.
still want you to speak, Honorable Brady.
Yeah, I know you don't want me to speak, but I'm going to speak. No. So it's not only the members that you should consider, Chair.
Yeah.
Practice dictates that we should be fair. And the General has been here the whole day.
Yeah.
And he has to concentrate a lot harder than we do. And if he's tired, then that's it. So you shouldn't really ask us how we feel. You should ask him and his legal representative how they feel. And if we need to start tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock instead of at 9 o'clock, that's fine.
Yeah, I understand that this is your second day in the proceedings, Honorable Maitema. Honorable members, can we agree to Honorable Skosana?
Yeah, thank you, Chair. I think you can ask the witness if really he wants to continue. If he wants to continue, we can. But tomorrow, 7 o'clock, I can't get Chair. Thank you.
Honorable Sauls.
Chair, I think it will be very unfair in terms of consistency because we had the other witnesses not granted the same privilege. One witness we sat here until midnight. So I think we shouldn't create a different impression. I would propose that we take a little break, we come back, we work and we finish. We come back tomorrow and it's just the members that questions. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah. Honorable Matthys.
Chair, I do think we should just ask the witness if he is able and willing to continue, and we can finish up tonight if he is. But us having had previous witnesses that pushed much later doesn't mean that it was the right thing to do during that time. And in hindsight, I think it is a progressive decision of the ad hoc committee members to say, let's check with the witnesses. It is much more taxing having to give testimony for such a long time. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. I'm not seeing any further hands, and there is a feeling that we must check with you, Honorable Sibiya. May I stretch you for the next 1 hour, 30 minutes?
Yes, I'm right. I'm ready. I'm still fit to proceed.
Okay, honorable members, we are breaking for 30 minutes. We will come back at 8.
Chair, he's a general after all. He's used to such kind of things.
Eh?
He's a general after all. He's used to such kind of things.
His foot are on his own combat.
It's dinner, Chair. It's dinner anyway. 30 minutes for dinner. Thank you.
Yeah, dinner or no dinner, that one I can commit myself. What I'm saying is that we are breaking for 30 minutes.
What's going on? How do you know? I'll come back now.